Hey guys, I am here to make some chicken divan. I want to highlight our new 14-inch by 10-inch enameled cast iron pan. This thing is gorgeous. It's large, it has some weight to it, so it's a nice substantial pan, and that's what we're going to be baking the chicken divan in. Okay. So I've already preheated my oven and I have some of my ingredients ready here. You're not gonna really see me, but I'm not the important part here. The cooking is. So we're gonna start by adding some of our liquid stuff to the bowl. So I have 4 cups of chicken broth that I'm adding using the 4-cup small batter bowl from Pampered Chef. I've already measured out 1.5 cups of sour cream. I'm gonna add that. After all of these ingredients are in the bowl, we're gonna whisk them. This recipe to me is a really nice fall comfort food type of recipe. Looking forward to having this later. Then we have 1 cup of mayo. Get that in there. Gives a nice creamy sauce for our chicken divan. And honestly, after Thanksgiving, I have had turkey divan before, so using the same recipe, but subbing turkey, leftover turkey for the chicken. About 1/2 cup of milk. Use that. And then we need the juice from 1 small lemon. So I have the lemon. I'm gonna get the juice going from this guy. To do that, I'm going to use our citrus juicer here. This is going to give that nice tang to the sauce in the casserole. Just kind of give it a little bit of a twist. Okay, so we have the juice ready to go. So I'm going to pour that in. Get this cutting board out of the way. And then we are going to use the Pampered Chef garlic press. This is an older one, but I'm going to use this to crush 4 cloves of garlic into this. Pop those skins out. It's a beautiful day here today. Earlier this week we had mid-90s here in Durham, and I think, honestly, thanks to the devastating Hurricane Ida, I think that is what we can attribute our weather change to, if I'm not mistaken, but it's cooler here. The high today, instead of 95, was more like 81, 82. And most importantly, for the comfort level, it is not very humid out, so it's just gorgeous. It really does feel like fall. I know next week it's supposed to warm back up some, but hopefully that will be short-lived and we won't see any 90s. Okay, so I have my 4 cloves of garlic there, all set. And then we also need a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Get I don't know if everyone watching this is familiar with these little measuring spoons that Pampered Chef sells, but they're wonderful. These are my favorite. They all click together, and so storage is very nice and easy. So we have our 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Okay, so next I'm going to whisk all of this together so you can see the mixture there. Lift it too much just because it is liquid. Just going to give this a quick stir. Quick whiskey stir. Without whiskey in it though. Okay. And then I'm going to set that aside in a minute. And then in the actual enameled cast iron pan, which is new this season to Pampered Chef, It just dropped on September 1st, so it is now available for ordering. And all new consultants can earn it, by the way, for free. So they save $199 on this pan. So I'm gonna switch here. My liquid's there. So to my pan, I'm gonna add, this is a pound of diced chicken tenders. I'll add the chicken. And then a pound, 16 ounces of penne pasta. I love whole wheat, and so that's what I have, but you can use regular as well. So I'm gonna use this to kind of spread it all around. Okay, and then we also are going to add a pound, 16 ounces of broccoli, frozen broccoli florets. So I have two 12-ounce bags. I'm not adding all of that. I'll do one and then guess at the other. Probably just shy of half if I can, basically. Honestly, we love broccoli, so if it goes over a little, it's not a huge deal to us. And then I'm also quickly going to shred some cheese. Wash my hands first. The recipe calls for 8 ounces of shredded cheese. So I am going to shred my cheese really quickly. I have some cheddar available. I'm going to use our microplane cheese grater. I want that one. I want this one. Okay. So I'm going to shred some cheese. Just cut it down a little bit so that it fits into the holder for the microplane grater. And I'm actually just going to shred this right over. There are numerous ways you can do it, but once I get this shredded, and stuck, hold on one second, then I will be able to add that liquid mixture on top. Oops, got cheese going everywhere here. I'll give this a stir. It's going to be a nice creamy type sauce. Faster without it tempted. Another block of that to equal a cup. I'm going to talk while I'm doing this, but it's loud, so. Give this a really nice stir here in a minute. Make sure everything is incorporated together. So this will go into the oven. It's kind of a two-part deal here. And we will first cook for 20 or 25 minutes, and then it goes back into it comes out and then it goes back. So I'm just gonna give that a little bit of a stir. And then we are going to add our liquid. Okay, so we're gonna pour this liquid mixture, they call it the sour cream mixture, over the top of what is in the casserole, in the enameled cast iron pan. Okay, so now that I've done that, this bowl also, by the way, is new this season. I love this. It's a Pampered Chef mixing bowl, plastic, and it's wonderful. I've been using it frequently for my cooking. Okay, so I'm just gonna give this a nice stir. Make sure it all gets incorporated, that broccoli separates if any of those florets were stuck together. Okay, it's pretty good. So I'm gonna cover this with foil, and then I'm gonna bake it for 25 minutes. And then take it out and we'll finish it up. So let me cover this quickly. When it goes back in the oven after the first round, it goes back in uncovered. We'll have a breadcrumb mixture that goes over the top, breadcrumb and cheese. That's it. So I'm gonna put this in the oven for 25 minutes and then take it out and we'll do part 2. Okay, so I'm about to take that out of the oven. In the meantime, there's my indicator. I have the rest of my cheese ready to go, and the panko breadcrumb and lemon. I use lemon garlic rub. It's a little different than the recipe, but I just made that choice to use that. And then 2 teaspoons of melted butter. So that's all stirred together and ready. So I'm gonna pull that pan out of the oven. Set that there. I'm going to uncover it, sprinkle, it's looking really good. Sprinkle the cheese and the breadcrumb mixture onto that. Just gonna give it a real quick sprinkle along here. Get the corners. There's my timer going off again. I forgot to turn it off. Okay, breadcrumb mixture check. Cheese. It's gonna be so good. So there's cheese in the mixture that has been baking for 25 minutes, if you remember. And then we have cheese to top it. That will become kind of a nice golden brown. That's it. And so we put this back into the oven uncovered for about 15 minutes or so for the pasta to cook to an al dente texture, and that's it. And then you take it out and you let it sit for about 10 minutes before you serve it. So I'm gonna put this back in and that'll be it. All right, you guys, the oven timer went off, and so now I'm gonna pull the chicken divan out of the oven. It's wonderful looking. It's bubbly, and the top is nice and brown. This looks fantastic. So there you have it. The chicken divan, Pampered Chef recipe chicken divan in the new this season enameled cast iron pan, 14-inch by 10-inch. This pan can also accommodate a turkey for the holidays and any number of other things that you might want to bake or roast. So keep it in mind. Hope you guys have a great day.